Hi everybody, I just wanted to do a short video showing how Read fits within the context of the analyst workflow and how it can integrate with some of the tools that you're using inside the SOC or within your CTI practice. So just kind of a couple of slides to set the context. This is the classic intelligence cycle, so direction, collection, analysis and dissemination. And it's a cycle that we all know and love, that's been around for a good long time. But what you consistently find is a lot of security solutions and CTI solutions sit within one of these distinct kind of phases. So either in collection, analysis, dissemination, and a very few sitting inside direction. Most of these tools, so for example, a threat intelligence platform would sit within analysis, I would say, because that's the primary function of that type of tool, is to facilitate the analysis of the threat. Our tool is slightly different in the sense that it sits within the collection phase of the intelligence cycle. So essentially what we do, if you're not familiar with our tool, is we take unstructured text, we structure it inside our tool Read according to the monitor attack framework and also the stick standard, that then allows that then to be transferred into an analysis environment, be it OpenCTI or a commercial threat intelligence platform. So I think a key part is when people are looking at our tool, that they're like, where does this all fit? How does this work? How does this fit within that analyst workflow? Well, the answer to that is we sit really within that context of collection. To show you an example of this working in real time, let's take, for example, this report. So this is a blog that I came across doing a bit of research about this. This subject, I was looking at Russian APT, as a lot of people are these days, and it's a pretty kind of standard report about Russian APT. It's good stuff, it seems pretty credible. There's lots of technical information in there, there's lots of stuff that you can start to pull out, that you can move beyond there, but it's fundamentally unstructured. So I could spend time going through that and adding structure to it, or I could use our tool Read to add structure to that. Again, we're happily running the crowd, so this is this is Read, this is the interface, and here's the same document that we were looking at. And we can just pivot back to the source. But what's happened here is basically the combination of the machine learning and also my own personal annotations have added structure to this document, just like so. Now then, what can we do with this document here? A large component of this is we can now download this document as a sticks file. You can see there, we can't actually view it. It'll let's have a look and see what it views as. Yeah, there you go. You can't actually view it inside a web browser. It's nothing particularly interesting inside there. What you need is a specialist piece of software where you can view that and you can start to make the most of that. And that is a tool like OpenCTI. So again, what we're looking at here is this idea of that baton passing from the collection phase into the analysis phase via that sticks file, and that's what's happened at this point. So this is a very, very simple instance of OpenCTI. You can see here there's a bit of data in there. There's a handful of reports that I've pulled into this threat intelligence platform. Here we go. And there we go. There is our report that we were looking at earlier. This is this report. This is this report running inside of the threat intelligence platform. So let's click into that and see what we can see. Okay, so what we can start to see here is there's a bit more analysis within there. So there's some basic graphs, but then what we can start to do is start to search across this in a much more organic way. So you can see the graphing element here is a lot stronger than the element that we've got inside of Read. That's absolutely fine. We accept that. We're not a visual analysis tool. We want to structure this data so a visual analysis tool can do this work. We can start to filter this data as well. We can start to play around with this in a much kind of easier way. Also as well, you'll note that there are other documents that are sitting within this collection as well. And we can start to query these across these, across this document set. So take, for example, Turler here. Let's have a look, view the other items that are linked with this. And what we can see here in the knowledge part is there's 2 reports where this has been mentioned inside of our threat intelligence platform. As I say, it's a very small threat intelligence platform, but it's just for demonstration purposes. And then we can pivot into that, and then we can start to do some interesting analysis off the back end of this. We can start to, there we go, start to populate this. And what we can see here is those are those 2 reports that are in the threat intelligence platform on this subject. From this, the analyst can then start to draw insight from this. But the key component of this process is we can move from an unstructured format, which is what you're seeing here, to a structured format inside of Read, to then move it into a threat intelligence platform like this to start doing meaningful analysis to this. So really what Read does is give you the key to unlocking the insight that's locked away inside of these unstructured data formats. Okay, thank you very much. That's just a short video on a potential open CTI integration of Read.